Hey guys, this is Killen, and welcome to another episode of the Pop Culture Network, The Show. And basically, what you're seeing here right now is we are showing off the brand new storefront that we will be moving into starting January 1st, 2014. Now, we're just looking at the front entrance to the place, and of course, right now it's a little bit empty. As you can tell, it's kind of a little pinkish color, kind of like a mute color. But we will be adding in product all month long, and we hope come January 1st or anytime after that you will come and check out our new store. Hopefully we'll get everything in here. We only have a few weeks to get everything kind of crammed into this little space and get it going. It's going to be a little rough, especially being in December with the weather and busy Christmas shopping, but we hope to get this together super fast so we can get our studio area together. Now you're seeing the back end of the store. We're going to go and take a look and look at the other pieces of it. Now we got fire extinguishers in case we have fires.
For the first time ever?
First time ever. Okay, so this back room, this used to be a clothing store, this whole store. And basically what we have back here is a bunch of dressing rooms. There's 6 of them. Now obviously we don't need dressing rooms, and I can't really think of a good reason for these rooms in here. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to rip all these out. All the ones on this wall here will be removed. And I think once we do that, we'll have a bunch of room for gaming, which would be like people who want to play Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic.
Meth.
They want to play Meth. They want to play Lincoln Logs. I think we got Dungeons and Dragons or something. I don't know. We're going to try tabletop gaming and card stuff in the store for the first time, and I don't know where that's going to go, but we're going to try it. And then on this side, we have a couple of dressing rooms, and I think what we're going to do is we're just going to wall these off and rip through the wall over here and attach it to our work area. So this will just be extra space for us. So pay no attention to this. This will not be accessible. And then if we ever change our minds in the future, we can always rip this out. These were good dressing rooms. No, rapist, stay out. And then we're going to probably cut a big old door right here so people can go to the bathroom if they need to. So this is this side. So this is the back area which we're going to use for our storage and shipping department and a place where we work on some computers and stuff like that and game systems. So although it's kind of shaped a little bizarro, where it's got an angle. I'm not sure what would... Ooh, I got like an angle shelf I can put in there. And, just storage. Nothing special here. Of course, the other side where we have the dressing rooms, we're going to rip out. This is the wall that shares them. So we'll probably put a door somewhere here so we'll have more space on this side. Then we just have this room, which is just a tiny little room. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll set it up for more storage with the racks we have. And then we have a break room-ish kind of area. For the first time, we'll actually have access to a sink, and we'll have a place for our fridge. And this is the wall for those dressing rooms that we'll cut out so people can go to the bathroom. And then, of course, we got 2 bathrooms for the first time. So, boys and girls beware. We got 2 places to go. This will be our back area for deliveries and, smoking and joking. And then, of course, this room, I think we'll turn into a studio area. Now this, technically would be my office, but I think we'll use the majority of it for some kind of a set for us. So we'll have all the lighting equipment, the screens and everything set up back here. This will be a permanent spot for us to shoot future videos, which hopefully will be more frequent because we'll actually have a space to do this.
Have you checked the desk, see if they left anything in it?
Like a bundle of money?
Yeah, maybe. Or a hand. Maltese Falcon. Oh, a locked drawer.
Oh, a statement. There's an invoice for $300 and something dollars.
So that one drawer, what's in that drawer?
This is really old. desk.
Do you need to open the middle drawer, like the main drawer, to make that open? Take out the top drawer. It's Al Capone's drawer! With nothing in it.
It's just busted.
That is where they killed the man.
The splooge.
It's like zombie blood that's caked on there.
I'm not really sure what this is about.
Those are data cables.
Probably a security system or something.
And sprinklers. Fire safety. I just want to point out up here when you look, that is where the first murder happened.
We got a really good deal on this place.
It is slightly haunted. Now, here's a question for you. Are we going to put cameras in these camera bubbles?
Well, we do have a camera system to install, but I don't know what's inside those. For all I know, there could be like a head or...
Is there a spot to lay down where you just kind of peek
or
out?
it could
like
be cash. In
like
there.
a gunner in a World War II airplane?
I have no idea, and I don't know why there's only 2 of them in the store and they're all in the back area.
Well, so you can see the back. When you're up front, you can see the front, and then you see the back area, make sure nobody's stealing.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems a little sketchy. So the idea is we have to put our old store into this new space, and we got about 30 days to do it. So
Can it be done?
it's a challenge that we're going to take.
How much stuff have we moved over so far?
We have moved over, well, we have the camera stand
Uh-huh.
and the camera.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
And
Not a very good start.
there's a lot of crap here that doesn't belong to us. Like, I don't know why there's a gutter sitting on the counter, and I don't know why there's a can of paint, and there's some signage, and there's a pallet of, I guess, salt.
Rock salt, yeah.
So I don't know what
You know what the
that's
street
about.
value of those rocks is?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do about all these mirror situations, but you know, I can check myself out every day. Oh, you're looking good, Kellen. Keep up the good work. We're just 2 guys sitting in front of a mirror. So I don't know.
One nice thing is we now have the smoking room right here. It's a 4 by 1 foot space with an ashtray. So smokers, there's no lights. Like, this is the one part that's not lit. So smokers can come inside. They can stand in the dark and just use the track lighting from above. What was that? We just heard a noise. I think this is haunted. If I see a face peek around that open doorway right now, I'm going to freak out.
Well, these lights are on.
And in heaven. Oh, do you want to show them the hidden compartment? Behind the walls?
I don't know if you can see. So obviously when they built this like exterior piece here, they just kind of left a gap from the old wall. Either that, or when they built the place next door, they did something weird over there. So there's like this little gap in between the 2 walls. Now open it up, you can like look in there.
Well, yeah, it's so dark, I don't know if I can see anything anyway.
So I don't know. You probably can't see that, so that's the situation we got.
That's a lot of space.
So we got a lot of space. There's a lot of lights. A lot of them are not on. I don't know what that's about. There's no light switches in here. Everything's done by breakers, and there's literally like 100 flips and switches. So it's gonna be interesting.
We have a nice stone column right in the middle of the front window.
I'm pretty sure the power bills are gonna be astronomical. We're gonna have to keep, things down. This is a big space, so heating is probably gonna be a weird issue. And security is gonna be a problem. So we got a lot to do.
But if you look out the window, and if you're not seeing me, we got a Hardee's right there. We got Osaka, Japan across the street. We got
We got Farmer's Market.
Dairy Queen right down that way. Godfather's Pizza. And then Family Dollar next door on one side and a workout place on the other side. So plenty of parking. Come on down to the barbecuer. This is our new mascot, the paint can. We're going to call him Painty. Painty the Paint Can, the new mascot of the Pop Culture Network.
This signifies that we are in construction still, until the maintenance people come and take it away.
It's a nice doo-doo brown type color there, little dookie paint color. So.
Yeah, doo-doo brown.
Like I'm looking, like I don't see that. Like look, that's the paint color. I don't see that paint color anywhere in this room. Like I don't.
I'm pretty sure they use this space to store all their, maintenance crap.
So this is the new counter. This is our checkout area.
Yeah.
And we gotta do something with. So all right then.
All right.
So one of the things we're going to talk about on the show today is, of course, they've had the launches for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Which one did you go pick up?
Neither.
What?
I still haven't even touched the Wii U yet. I'm not ready to go there. I'm still playing games on my PS3 that, I got stacks of games I haven't even touched yet. They're still wrapped. I'm not ready for PS4. I'm not there yet.
I have a couple. I found upstairs in my bedroom is where I put the PS2, and I found a couple PS2 games I had bought and forgotten about. So I actually like Medal of Honor Rising Sun. I bought at some point. No idea I had it, but I do. So I need to play that one at some point.
You probably overpaid for that game by far.
Probably. Well, I probably bought it 6 years ago for $14.95.
That's still high.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So the new systems came out, and there have been problems with both consoles. First, it started with PlayStation 4. There were problems of systems not reading discs. There were problems of HDMI outputs just going out for no reason. Other people went to turn it on, and they pressed the button, and nothing would happen. So it was kind of like this, surrounding the launch, there was like this undercurrent of, oh my gosh, Sony made this flawed console. This is the, they're the ones with the red rings this time around. Like, just watch, when Microsoft comes, they're going to be smooth sailing, and PS4 is going right down the toilet. And then the Xbox One came out, and the Xbox One started like grinding discs.
Oh, great.
Started not accepting discs in some of them, not connecting to the internet, and the same as on the PS4, where they pressed the button and nothing happened.
You have to wonder, though, how many of these problems that reported are just errors of the retarded people that try to use them.
Well, one of the websites, and I forget which one it was, I think it was like Kotaku, maybe, they said they had a problem with their HDMI port, and a Sony rep actually came out and looked at it, and one of like the metal spines in the HDMI port had been bent up. So it's like when they put in the cable and were jiggling it around in there, they somehow caught that little metal piece and pulled it up. So it was in the way. So it wasn't actually connecting. So he had to like bend it back into the right spot, and then they were fine. So yeah, you wonder how many of these are just like idiots.
Well,
don't know what they're doing when they're hooking it up.
Well, that's nice that they had a rep come out to their place and fix it up for them. But for most of us who are just normal people, that's not going to happen.
What do you mean? They come out to my house all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Problem with your Windows PC? We'll take care of that. I mean, the guy says it's totally legit. Cost me $298 every time he comes out, though.
Oh, that's a good deal.
He's got a Nigerian accent. It's weird. So anyway, there have been numbers kind of floating around. Sony said that the errors that they were having were 0.4% of the console sold, because they've sold several million, and it's a couple thousand that are having the problem. So they say, according to their math, it's a very small number, which is, entirely possible. You're going to send, millions and millions of these out there, and you have a couple thousand that have a problem?
That's probably a normal variance. That's probably low in the grand scheme of, 3 million units sold. A couple thousand is probably low on the variance side. So far so good, but we'll see, because, as we know from PS3 and the 360, those drives started dying out a couple years into it. The red rings started becoming on the 360 a bigger problem about a year into the launch. So, give it a year and we'll see where we're standing. If all the systems are still holding strong, then finally maybe we'll have something as good as the old systems that still work to this day. Pull a Super Nintendo out and see if it doesn't work. Those things are 30-some years old, like a charm.
Although my Atari 2600 did die. It no longer works. That was from 1981, whatever. So, you know. Microsoft has said, though, that if you did have a console that went bad, you will get a free downloadable game off of the Xbox Live Network when you get your replacement console.
Oh,
so
nice.
you can choose if you want Forza Motorsport 5, Dead Rising 3, Rise, Son of Rome, or Zoo Tycoon.
Well, Zoo Tycoon, clearly.
Although with my kids, I probably would get Zoo Tycoon because they would play that forever. But I mean,
They could at least give you a disc so you could sell it, Dirtbag. Digital download.
I mean, if you look at Forza Motorsport and Dead Rising, you think, wow, that's really cool that they'd be giving those away, but those are probably the highest purchased along with the console, except maybe Battlefield, I guess, but...
And when in the grand scheme of digital downloads, when you need to appease somebody, how difficult is it to just hand out downloads, oh, does this game make you feel better? Here, just download it. It's not really like they're giving away printed product that they've already paid for, and it actually has some kind of value.
Yeah. One thing that Microsoft is doing a little differently than Sony is that they are sending out the replacement units before the people have shipped back their faulty ones.
That's
a little dicey.
Yeah.
But it's part of their PR campaign. They're going to send you a replacement Xbox One so you can get it and set it up as soon as possible without having to wait for yours to get to the destination, get it verified that it's broken, and have the replacement sent.
So you probably got to put a credit card down. So that, in case you...
Well, yeah, probably tied to your Xbox Live account.
If you rip them off, they got you.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did we have? On the PlayStation 4 side, a lot of people complained that the PlayStation 4, as of right now, it doesn't stream media from your computers like the PlayStation 3 does, and the 360. But I mean, that was one of the key things about the PlayStation 3 in my household is that we use my computer as a media center, and it streams everything through the PlayStation to the TV. And you can't do that right now on the PS4. You cannot put in an audio CD and listen to the music.
So you mean all your pirated stuff?
No. Like this show.
You said my media center.
My media center.
Like you got
all the episodes of this show, all the Pop Culture Network radio episodes, all our episodes of It Figures,
you
That
watch
New
those.
Toy Smell,
Oh, yeah, you definitely
the Video
watch
Game
those.
Losers. All of those shows are on my media server, so I can just watch them whenever I want.
Oh yeah, sure you do.
But anyway, Sony has said that those features are coming, and it is like on the roadmap for something, in the next several months of stuff they're going to work on. But for right now, they wanted gaming to be as solid as they possibly could. And we know there have been problems with Battlefield 4, and they've been working with the guys at DICE, at EA, who work on those games, trying to get all of the bugs out of it. And so they said, right now we're just hammering the gaming, and we want to make the gaming set and get all the bugs out, because they can do it. They can set it up in their labs and everything works fine. But then once you send out several million consoles to different homes, then weird stuff starts happening for whatever reason, and they've got to try to figure out, why. If you're downloading one thing in the background and you go to download something else, sometimes it locks up for whatever reason. Why? Like that never happened in the lab. So they want to work out all of that stuff first and get that fixed. Have all their engineers and software designers, fixing all that stuff. And then once that's rock solid, then they can go and add in MP4 support and, the streaming radio and all that kind of stuff.
And of course you got, grandmas hooking up their brand new PS4 to their old console TV. And problems do arise.
They have, the HDMI port, and they've got the little cable coaxial plug, and they're trying to figure out how to screw it in.
And if that sounds like, yeah, right, who does that? Let me tell you something.
Yeah,
I've had a couple calls, so it's not a first.
Or what was it? Somebody had a PS4, and they were taking a USB cable, plugging it into the back of the PS4, and then plugging it into the USB port on their TV, thinking that was the HDMI that was going to send the signal.
And of course, that does a whole lot of nothing good for your anything.
Who knows what kind of feedback and magnetic static and stuff it's making.
That'd be just awesome. You did that and just
everything
TV's
just
gone. Yep, TV's gone. System's gone.
Let's see. The other thing Sony said is that the Vita, the much maligned handheld system, the Vita isn't even at its full use yet. There are a lot of features for Vita that they still haven't unlocked and they haven't shown off because they're going to tie into the PS4. So some of the stuff they're talking about is like remote gaming that you can do on the PS3. Some of that type stuff. Remote gaming you can do with certain titles, but you can't do it with a lot of titles, and you can't do certain stuff like watch your shows that you bought off the PlayStation Network or whatever through onto your Vita. And it looks like some of that stuff may also be coming in the PlayStation 4 when they do their software updates. So that's kind of some stuff that they've hinted at, that they said they're working on. But for right now, they want to get that gaming down solid.
We'll see.
And then you have the Steam box coming. And was it PC Warehouse? I think one of those, or iBuyPower.com. iBuyPower.com, they leaked photos of their Steam box that they got. And it is a big, kind of like a brushed chrome rectangle with some lights on the front. And that's the Steam box. And it's like this, it's basically you take a normal CPU and you just turned it sideways. And that's the Steam box.
So clearly it's just got to be a computer with a controller port, right?
Basically, that's what they're saying. And supposedly, this is the rumor, supposedly it's running Linux. It's not running Windows. So a lot of the games that Steam has been pushing to make Linux compatible, it looks like it's because the Steam box is running Linux and not Windows.
Well, I assume they would have to get off of Microsoft's Windows to compete against Microsoft in the 360.
Well, I also think that would make the console really expensive if you were getting some sort of Windows embedded license for every one that you would ship out the door. If you do Linux, it's just free. You just make your own operating system and there you go. And the guys at Steam probably have their own Linux distribution. They have Steambuntu or something.
And if you have Steam now, if you go and you click on the big picture icon, you can kind of see what.
Yeah, there's like a TV mode that
and I'm sure that's going to be how the console, works.
Do you use that at all?
No, it sucks. It's
really slow and jittery and.
Like I could see if I had a controller, maybe it makes sense. Like I could see it as a gaming function, but I can't. Just using it overall, it's crap.
Yeah. So do you think you might get a Steam box at some point? Or do you think you might build a Steam box?
I don't know. I'd probably buy one if it was on sale. Like I would rather have that because Steam has amazing sales on games where PlayStation and Xbox just doesn't happen. If Xbox and PlayStation they had sales digital for their games that were as good as the Steam sales, I would probably go that route.
Well, that was one of the big complaints about Microsoft, talking about Xbox One not allowing you to resell games. It's locked to your account. It's always in the cloud. And a lot of people were like, well, if I can't resell it, then it's not worth as much. And they said, well, Steam does it, and Steam has just games in the cloud. You don't ever get a disc on Steam. It's like, yeah, but I don't ever pay more than like $4.99 for a game on Steam. And a lot of times, I get like the humble bundle, and I'm paying $4.99, and I'm getting like a dozen games and 6 soundtracks, you know?
Yeah, definitely a clear, Now, you could buy the full version of the game, but and as far as PC software goes, that's fine. Because when you buy a new game now anyway, say you buy the new Call of Duty, you install it on your computer, it pretty much locks that disc down anyway. So, we accept that on PC because that's the norm for years. I don't accept that on my console games.
And part of the deal is on the PC, I think most people, especially if they game on the computer, they're used to messing with settings and messing with the hardware and getting new drivers and updating the RAM and doing all that kind of stuff. People who get a console, it's like buying a VCR for grandma. Yeah. It's like you hook it up to the TV and that's it. You plug in a power cord and you plug in a cord to the TV and you're done. And there's no more settings. There's no more, updates are automatic. All of that kind of stuff. You don't want to mess with any of that kind of stuff. So I think that's the difference is on PC, you can get away with some of that DRM and locking down and tying it to your account just because people are kind of used to just having to mess with stuff and play around with settings and things not being as free and as open, anyway. I mean, that's one of the reasons one of the reasons I hate gaming on my computer is because every time I sit down to play, whenever it's like one frame stutters, I'm like, oh, there's got to be a way to fix that. You know, it's like I'm going online, I'm looking at message boards, people having their own batch files that they run to get, like, how am I going to get this to go? There's like one stutter. Gotta fix that.
And as being somebody who, owns a game store, let me tell you, for PC gaming, there's always somebody who just decided that they got a new computer. They want to play some computer games. They walk in and they just want to buy a box. They take it home, they install it. Doesn't install right, doesn't play. They bring it back. Doesn't work. Well, sorry. This is PC gaming. It doesn't work like that. So, that's the problem. There's going to be a lot of people who may, hopefully the Steam box, and it is, the Steam box and Steam itself is pretty flawless.
Steam, for the most part, the Steam box is like a more powerful Ouya. Because, I mean, that's really what Ouya is. Your games are, you buy them, they're in the cloud, you download them to install them onto your system, you play them, when you're done you delete them, they go back in the cloud. If you delete them, it'll save your saves, you can decide you want to install it back later, but I mean it's just this one little machine that you just kind of plug into the wall, you plug in the TV, you're gaming, you're doing updates, but because it is what it is, you can still hack it, you can still sideload programs through a USB drive on the side. You can put an external hard drive on and, read the files and do all that kind of stuff. I mean, people are making comic book readers for the Ouya. They're making weather programs for the Ouya. They're making, all sorts of weird, random stuff that you can put on there. And so, at some point, there'll probably be a Steam client for Ouya that can play some of the, older games on there, because I have a copy of Wasteland 1 I just got on Steam, like the original game from '92 or whatever it is. So I'm getting ready to crack that baby open some point this weekend.
So clearly the winner is Steam, and not Xbox One or PS4.
And if Steam will stream all of my Pop Culture Network shows off of my media server, then, I mean, it'll be the box for my living room, right?
Because you watch yourself.
Because that's well, no, I don't watch any of my shows.
I believe. I see you watching yourself.
I watch your Lego reviews.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
I watch Rick's 2 shows that he did before he gave up doing our shows.
Well, he's a busy guy. He's got.
I watch those 2 Tanya Tate reviews that we got before she just disappeared.
I don't even want to talk about that.
So, all of that kind of good stuff. Mm-hmm.
So there's our discussion about video games. Enjoy.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We're glad we had you here today.
We appreciate it.
We love you.
You're the best.
You're my favorite. You right there. Not you, but you right there. My favorite.
You go, girl.
That's right. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, you can find us at popculturenetwork.com. Also, you can come to the message boards, the official message boards of the Pop Culture Network. But we don't call them message boards. We call it a forum, because you come to jointheforums.com, and that's the official spot. You're going to find all of us and all the great people that we hang out with just chatting it up all day.
Also, be sure to check us out on Facebook. Just search out Pop Culture Network and like us there. A lot of good conversation going on there. You can also find us on Google Plus at, what's the name of that one?
Pop Culture Network 1.
Okay, real easy to find. You can just search Pop Culture Network. You'll find it there as well. And don't forget to check us out on Twitter for all the random updates that we have during the week with new shows and new things that we have going on. So you can find that at Pop Culture
Net. It's
Pop
Pop Culture Net.
I don't use Twitter that much. I'm sorry.
You're the one who tweets everything on our website.
Yes, but I don't use it.
Oh, I see. You just tweet through it.
You tweet through it. I don't use it.
Also, you can call our 24-hour voicemail line, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's area code 217-953-4025. You can leave a voicemail message, and it'll record up to 10 minutes. Although, if you want us to use it in some format, try to keep it like maybe 20 seconds. I mean, the 10-minute voice messages you guys leave are fantastic, but you can't really use them for anything. But thanks for leaving them.
Yeah, we appreciate it. And also, you can come see us live in person at our store. Currently, as of today, we're still in our 1021 Junction Circle, Springfield, Illinois location. But sometime in December, we'll be over at our new location, and I'll give you the address when we move there because I don't remember it off the top
Is
of my
that the
head.
Yard Shopping Center?
It's the Yard Shopping Center.
Or is
It's
that the
about a
Chatham
block.
Square?
It's about a block away. The Yard Shopping Center.
Okay.
So it's only about a block, 2 blocks away from where we are currently. So it's not like it's going to be that hard to find. But we are here Monday through Saturday. So you can come check us out and see us in person and check out all the great stuff you see behind us.
And if you want to buy any of this great stuff, like this Batman crime scene evidence,
and
the
you
Dark Knight
don't want to
figure,
come here physically,
you can go to shoppcn.com and pick this bad boy up.
at shoppcn.com we have taken the old format away, and now it goes directly to our eBay site until we replace that site. So from there you can see everything we have. We have over 100,000 items listed on there, and you can go crazy town. It's Christmas coming up, so
Basically, all the crap in this store we put online in the online store. So every comic book, every action figure, every video game, all 20 billion DVDs are on the website. So anything you're looking for, if we've got it, it's going to be there.
and I know you're saying, wow, that seems like that takes forever to do. Yes,
Yes,
it does. Yes, it does.
It really sucks.
So please help contribute and buy my stuff.
And thanks for watching. And we'll see you guys next time.